Hey everybody, this is Felicia. Here's the inspiration piece for the Crafty Maven, and I'm going to be getting started here by using some of the Tim Holtz new watercolor crayons. So the colors that I'm going to be using here to create this background here is Seedless Preserves, Chipped Sapphire, Picked Raspberry, and Black Soot. So those are the colors I'm going to be using along with some water and some sponges that I have. Now these sponges have a round tip and a flower shaped tip, so I'm going to be using both of them. And all I'm doing right now is just kind of dabbing the sponges in the watercolor, the crayon watercolors, and then putting them on this watercolor paper, which is about 140 pound weight. So once I get finished with this background, then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So the inspiration came from the colors that are in that piece there that you saw at the beginning, and I decided to go ahead and work with that. So what I'm doing right now is cutting some cardstock a little bit off of the edge because this is going to serve as part of my support for the watercolor paper. Although the watercolor paper is pretty thick, it needs some help. So right now I am going ahead and matting my photos here on some basil cardstock. And I'm also going to be matting it again on some black basil cardstock because I'm creating the identical matting format that I have on my basil cardstock and the other cardstock, which is not basil, but is really close to the same color, which I lucked out in finding in my stash here. And then I'm also going to mount the watercolor paper on the cardstock. So the photos that I am working with here are photos from a trip to a winery. We decided to go ahead and take a tour of a wine facility here and do some wine tasting on top of the whole thing. Well, we were only supposed to have 4 different choices of wine tasting, but the owners of the wine facility liked us so much that they gave us way more than we should have had. So thus the picture there of us goofing around there. So both of those are my daughters, but only one of them is old enough to drink, so the other one had to drive for us. So that just lets you know how much wine I actually had that day. I know you're supposed to swish it around and then, you know, kind of spit it out, but the the owner said that was hogwash, and so they decided to say, just drink it, just drink it. So we did, and we had a wonderful time that day. Um, so there you see the wine barrels in the back. So that kind of helped with the inspiration and the colors of the layout there. And the darker the wine is on the barrel, the longer it's been in that barrel. So I thought that was pretty cool there to be able to tour the whole entire facility and see how they make the wine and everything. It was pretty fun. I liked it. So what I'm using down here is some glitter washi tape that I got from out of my stash, and it's not very sticky, so I had to put some ATG adhesive on it to help it stick down. So I'm using bits and pieces here from an Amy Tan ephemera pack, a Freckled Fawn embellishment kit that I have, some Elle Studio ephemera, some Pink Fresh Studio ephemera, and some Heidi Swap goods. So between all of that I found in my stash, I was able to go ahead and get this layout put together using the inspiration piece at the beginning of the video for the Crafty Maven here. So those hearts there that you see that I'm putting down are from the Studio Calico, an old Studio Calico kit. And then those little pieces that you see me putting on the side are from the Pink Fresh Studios. I fussy cut those feathers out from a Scraptastic paper. And those hearts that you see me put down there are from a Freckled Fawn kit. And that piece that I'm trying to shove in there right now is from Pink Fresh Studios as well. So all these little things that I've had to grab out of my stash from this pack, that pack, and from here and there worked perfectly and coordinated perfectly with the colors in the background of the paper here that I have and the inspiration piece. So there you see me trying to work and rub off that Amy Tan rub-on. It just would not come off. Those rub-ons are a complete fail. I don't know why they even get away with to be honest with you, selling that, but that was not good at all because I ended up throwing the rest of them away because none of them would rub on. So there you see me gluing down some more of these hearts. They're from the Freckled Fawn kits. And I got a little extra glue on that photo there, so I was able to get that off, and it came off nicely. And let's see what else here. I think I'm going to be working, yes, I put that arrow up there. That's from a Freckled Fawn kit. And then I think I grabbed a speech bubble there from that Heidi Swap packet. It's a puffy speech bubble. At first I put it there, and then I kind of feel like, I don't want it because then I won't be able to see the feathers, and so I kind of tuck it a little bit behind that, and it fit there perfectly fine. So now I think I'm looking for my alphas. I'm not sure. Yes, actually, I think I'm going to start putting some more washi down, and there I go. I cut that washi into a banner on both ends, and I'm going to put another piece of that washi at the top. It's such a pretty glittery color that I just could not resist using it, so in another place other than under the photos to ground them. Now I am fooling around here, putting down some enamel dots, and those enamel dots came from Simple Stories. And the enamel dots that I'm using right here in this pack are from Twine and Ink. So putting those down because I got to bring some of the dark blue in there. That's also in the inspiration piece. And now I'm going to use some of these letter alphas here from Pink Fresh Studios. And I'm going to put them down at the bottom. Now the title is going to be Wine Wasted because we were a little bit out there from all the wine tasting. And what happens here, as you can see, is the alphas blend into the background here of the layout. So they get lost within there. So I'm going to show you a quick trick there to bring out your alphas so that they don't get lost in the background. And now I'm getting those situated on the wax paper there. So, and I realized right when I'm putting them down, oh, sorry, that was my dad's hand. He was pointing something out to me. Anyway, I realized once I start putting the alphas down that they're going to get lost in this background. So there's a little bit of a trick there that I do, so that you will see there. So now I'm getting them all put down here. And once I get them all put down, I go ahead and take and use a American Crafts 0.1 archival pen to, instead of outline the letters themselves, I outline the outside of the letters so that they could really bring out the title of the layout there. And you will see that once I get them all put down. I had to use a little bit of quick dry adhesive because they weren't that sticky as well because of the background. I used some white gesso on there, and then of course the paint and everything. So I'm getting those put down and kind of offsetting them. And there you see. So there you see me now putting on the journaling, and then you can see to the far right that I have outlined those words, and you can actually see them a lot better. Added another heart and another enamel dot, putting the rest of the journaling down from the trip, and it's pretty much done. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and be sure to tune in to the Crafty Maven for more talented videos from talented ladies, guys. Thanks for watching, and take care. Bye-bye.